Plena baller. Beat from Niger, straight to the world. Now play for show. Oh, yeah, carry go.
The London Derby.
Yes,
Fulham versus Chelsea.
Chelsea.
The two, one of the two close friends that we have in the Premier League.
Exactly.
Abelua versus
Alonso, exactly.
How did you see the game?
Honestly, it was beyond my expectation. It was really. I've kind of never been a fan of Monday night, football. Yeah. Sometimes it's almost like, let's just go and play because they say we should play. But this was very, very captivating, very interesting.
Like,
it was almost like, I couldn't believe Fulham playing like this.
I was disappointed at first, but at the same time, it's like a big round of applause for both managers, actually.
Yes.
Because why I was disappointed, why are you conceding in the first 30 seconds?
Yes.
Because okay, I'm not a Calvin De Bruyne's fan that much, or like his hater, but he's a very good defender. But I think he needs a player that is very calm to partner with him, because he's a very rash defender.
Yeah,
he rushes into tackle.
Calvin Bassey is definitely.
He leaves his defensive post, and when he does want to with his midfield, you will not see him. So there's always that space. There's always that space there. Especially, and this is centre back Cuenca. He's not the best. He's not. I don't think he's on the same level as Bassey. I think Bassey is better, but I think Fulham and Abelua, they gave a very good account of themselves, because after going down 1-0 at that early stage, I was thinking, Chelsea is going to destroy these guys. But like, watching it for some few minutes, Fulham had control of the ball, and they equalized. You see that Josh King, that boy will go places. That boy will go places. So they equalized. The next thing, they controlled the game for a bit. Then Chelsea took over control, and Chelsea equalized before the first half ended. And Chelsea scored the second one rather before the first half ended. Beginning of the second half, they conceded 3-1. I was like, nah, this is done. Like, okay. And we saw it. Fulham fought back and they scored 3-2. So it was a really entertaining game with the neutrals. But as a Chelsea fan, you will not like the fact that your team conceded. And like we said, Sanchez, he makes silly errors. The first goal, he would have saved it. A proper goalkeeper would have saved it. In the second goal, even if it was a shot at him, he would have parried it away from the danger zone. But he parried it towards the attacking player, and he just had to head it inside and open net. So I don't think as a Chelsea supporter they'll be happy with their defensive lineup. But they'll be very happy with their attacking, because João Pedro, he was the most informed player this preseason. I think Kopama is beginning to regain his confidence and his form, and they have their record signing in Morgan Rogers, which he scored on his debut.
Exactly.
So it's a very attacking front three. It's a very, very exciting front three from Chelsea, which I think they'll have a lot of goal involvement this season.
Exactly.
Especially when all of them are fit. But like they said, defense wins you titles. I don't think this Chelsea defense is the best yet. Maybe it's still the early phase of Alonso's career, but they played well. They interchanged the ball well, and I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed with this Chelsea side.
Right. So now my question would be, all the players that they have acquired, and they did not think of
getting a
goalkeeper. I think we did this. One of the we spoke about this during one of the preseason reviews that we had, and I recall you said Alonso says he's happy with the keeper.
Yeah, he's happy.
Well, I hope that the keeper will be able to pay him back for his vote of confidence. Yeah. Otherwise, yes, it's going to be one of the major problems. Though they've kind of fixed the back line.
Yes.
Although I'm not sure it's strong. Like, it is stronger than what it was
had
before.
Last season, yes.
But I'm not sure
than what they had last season. But
yes,
I'm not too sure.
They have a good attack, good midfield. Yes. Even though Caicedo didn't play, but I'm sure by the time he comes back, I don't know.
I heard it was just a knock, so it was more of a precaution than an injury.
I don't know what's going to happen with Enzo.
I think he will leave because the fans booed him, and from Alonso's press conference, they asked him whether he thinks Enzo is going to be there to the end of the transfer window. So with what he said, he was like that he doesn't know, that you can never be too sure with players, but he would like to be informed this week. So I'm sure, because even hearing from reliable sources that Manchester City are still in direct contact with Chelsea for Enzo, and the fans the fans are also booing him. I don't think he would stay also, because I think Manchester City will get him.
I mean, we only have a few more days to close the window. So
I think because of his price tag, it's not a deal that will be rushed. But I think they've been in contact from the beginning of the transfer window, as Enzo has already expressed himself that he doesn't want to continue at the club.
Right.
So, but I think, like going back to the goalkeeper now, I think this will be his last season in Chelsea. Because even if they don't replace him this season, I think Chelsea will replace him next season. Because I was hearing from the commentator that he has played over 100 games, but it doesn't look like he's a nailed first choice. Because of the little mistakes that he makes.
No, I think he's not the top goalie. I mean, he's a good one for sure, but
at that level, at that highest level,
playing with Chelsea, I don't think he's. I think if he was the one playing in Fulham, that's a different game. Now I'm talking about Fulham. I'm impressed with what Abeloa, has done. Although this is early seasons, we'll still see. We'll judge him very well. But so far, so good. What I saw, I saw the movements of the ball.
Yes.
And I was particularly looking at Iwobi.
Yes.
I wasn't sure. I think he gave him so much freedom to run, because at some point he's at the back, At the last,
Iwobi has really improved in his game, which has brought up the best part of him. Yeah. He's no longer the attacking number 10 or that winger that he came out from the Arsenal Academy. He's more of a deep line playmaker. He likes to get involved with the build up from deep. Then as the team is progressing, he progresses with the team and the ball to the opposition half, which I think brings the best out of him, because he's a very good passer of the game. He has a very good close control. He's good at building the game up. So I think his strengths now are being utilized, and all thanks to Marco Silva, because he started it. Because even in the Super Eagles, he plays deep. So now he plays deeper. So he gets the ball from the defense to link in with the attack, which I think suits his game, and he has that energy in him, that drive in him to move. To move fast, but I was really impressed by his gameplay this season, this match actually, and also, like I said, Josh King and their striker Garcia. This is his first Premier League game.
He brought him.
He actually has a very, very bright future, and Oscar Bob. So, like I was saying earlier, when we were watching the game, I told you earlier that if this is how Fulham wants to play, then the supporters should be excited, because they didn't even use the likes of Smith Rowe that much. They didn't even use like Kevin, that Brazilian winger, came in later, and Muniz came in later, and Anderson, that plays centre back with Bassi, could not play. So you could see that this team is exciting. You could see that this team still has a lot to offer. So I think if they keep it up, if they continue to play at this level, then the Premier League is going to be really tough. Because if you're looking at the likes of Hull City, looking at the likes of Ipswich, which won their game, also looking at the likes of Coventry, which displayed well against Arsenal, you know that people coming from the Championship, they actually don't want to go back. So it's actually going to be a very, very tough and interesting game.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
So again, fans, let's hear from you. What do you think about the game? What do you think about Chelsea and Fulham? And we've seen that Alonso utilize his favorite formation.
Yeah, the three at the back.
Three at the back. So, which is great.
Yes.
All right.
I was not expecting them to concede this much concerning the because of the three at the back, but let's see, maybe the players are still getting used to the formation.
Right.
So we'll see.
So in a couple of days we'll do the preview for the
preview will be out.
the
The preview for the next games will be out shortly. So you guys should stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Watch and continue encouraging.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.